What's going on, guys? I know it's been a minute that I've posted, but I'm back to hopefully give you guys some value on what to avoid when investing in NFTs. And hopefully this will save you guys a lot of money on bad decisions and bad investments. So, guys, stick around. And in the description, guys, I will also be linking my course. And in there, I list everything from A to Z, for beginners. What is NFTs? How do they work? What's the risk involved? And then also, what determines a good investment in NFTs? Where you should buy them. What if you don't have a big budget? So on and so forth. So that'll be in the description if you guys want to, take action on that and start getting into the NFT space. Also, guys, I'll link my Instagram below. I am active most on Instagram at rich.nest if you want to reach out for any questions, any feedback, anything at all. And lastly, guys, just a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Before you invest in anything, I highly recommend you always do your research before giving your money to someone else. All right, now let's jump into the video. All right, now as I mentioned, and probably as the title of this video says, I'm gonna be hopefully helping you guys avoid thousands of dollars in mistakes when getting into NFTs. Now, this doesn't mean that you still won't make mistakes, because you probably will. I still do, but this maybe will help cut the learning curve for some of you guys as far as investing in NFTs. Okay, so let's jump into it. When I first, got involved in even looking into NFTs, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I jumped on a Zoom call with a guy who kept saying, the monkey pays, right? And he was showing pictures like this, right? And so he was also showing me, how you can buy cheap NFTs of monkeys, right? At the time, I didn't know what these monkeys were or what they were about. But he said monkey pays, right? And he was telling me, his portfolio, if he sold everything, he'd have about $500,000, I think, by the end of the year, right? Something along those lines. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm going to listen to this guy because he has what I want, right? He has the results I want, because that's, he said he has $500,000. I don't have $500,000. I would like $500,000. So let me put my money where he puts his money, right? And so I did that, and it didn't turn out so good. Right? So let me break this down. Okay. So a lot of you guys already know, Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? This is one of the OG NFT projects in the space, right? And these guys, they're selling for a lot of money, right? As you can see here, the minimum right now that you can buy one for is 43 ETH, 43 ETH, right? Now, let's say you have one of these apes, right? Let's say you're an owner of a Bored Ape Yacht Club, okay? As you own one, right, what you could do, I don't know exactly how it works because I don't personally own one, or what the fees are, but if you have one, what you're able to do is you're able to mutate it, and then you get what's called a mutated ape, right? This is the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. So all of these guys right here, these are all basically what these guys are, just mutated, right? And as the NFT owner, you're able to do that. Okay, so essentially you're getting two for the price of one, I believe, right? So these guys, oh my bad, that was weird. Okay, so these guys are also selling for a lot, right? Right now, the minimum you could buy one of these guys for is about 6 ETH, right? And at the current, time of this recording, 6 ETH is about more or less $24,000. Okay, so that's also a lot of money, right? And with a lot of original projects, right? If we go back here, with a lot of real original projects, what you'll notice is up here they're going to have these tabs, right? Website, Discord, Instagram, Twitter, right? So you definitely want to make sure these projects have that. Why? Well, because that's going to help you avoid investing in fake NFTs. Right? Let me show you what I mean. because this is exactly what I did without knowing, right? As I mentioned earlier, right? This guy that was telling me all this good stuff was telling me that, you wanna, invest in NFTs that have a monkey because that monkey pays. And so I was like, all right, cool. That sounds good. I should do that. But that wasn't the best thing that I could have done, right? And keep in mind, I have about 7 of these guys, so it's not really good. It's not a really wise investment. So let me show you. Okay, so these guys, right? Polyglitched Mutant Club, right? If you were to look at these guys and you knew nothing about NFTs, you'd probably say, wow, these guys, they look pretty cool. I would probably buy one, right? And I did. Right? You'd probably buy some, you're like, wow, I just bought my first NFT, I'm good to go, I'm gonna make thousands of dollars, right? Well, guess what? That's not always the case, because in the NFT space, there are a lot of remakes, a lot of copycats, a lot of fakes, right? As I showed you earlier, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, when you go to that, you know that it's a legit project because you see that they have a website explaining everything about their project. You see that they have a Discord where they have their community, and their community is always talking amongst each other. They're engaging, they're communicating, right? You see they got a Twitter, right, where they're always giving feedback and giving updates and all of that good stuff, right? A fake project wouldn't have any of those, right? So that's one of the things that you want to look out for. If that's one of the indicators that should tell you sometimes if the project is real or fake. Now, that's not always the case, because some projects are so new that they're barely getting their feet off the ground, and they're barely creating their website and whatnot sometimes. It might not be on OpenSea, but if you Google it, you might find the website to the project. Okay. But if they have none of the above, the website, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, like nothing whatsoever, it's just a page on OpenSea with NFTs, then more than likely you might not want to get one of them. Right. And guys, again, I am speaking from my own experience. This mistake, hopefully, if you learn from me, will help you avoid thousands of dollars. I think I put in about $2,000 in these guys, and in 7 of these guys, and I haven't sold one since. I've been holding on to them for about 2 to 3 months, I think. So definitely guys, learn from this video, learn from my mistakes. Okay, so these guys right here, right? If fast forward, if I would know now if I knew then what I know now, I would have not invested in these guys. Well, why is that? Right? Well, if you look at this, right, if you look at just these numbers up here, right, if you study these numbers, what does this tell you? Okay, well, you see that there are 210 owners. There are 210 people that own one of these apes, right? And if you look at the floor price, okay, if you don't know what floor price is, that's how much they're going for minimum. Like, what's the minimum entry level into this NFT? Okay, so 0.0004. I'm sorry, 0.004. So if we click on that, the minimum is $15, right? To someone that doesn't have a big budget, you would look at this and say, wow, like $15. I thought NFTs sold for thousands. You know what? I can afford $15. I'm going to buy that right now, right? Well, guys, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's good to invest in. Okay, so that is the minimum you could buy one for. Okay, there's 210 people. Okay, and volume traded is 5.9 ETH. Now, what does volume traded mean? Well, volume traded is basically those 210 owners collectively put 5.9 ETH, almost basically 6 ETH, into this project, right? And the project, more than likely, I'm assuming, is created by one person, right? Sometimes there's multiple people, or sometimes there's one and two people, right? But here again, I don't really know because there's nothing that you can go off of to understand what this project is about. So basically at the time of this recording, you know, the exchange is about 1 ETH, I believe is like 24,000, I'm sorry, $4,000, right? Roughly. So 6 ETH times 4,000, that's about $24,000, more or less, right? So the community made the owner the most money, and the owner made the community zero money. That's not a good ratio, right? As I break it down in my course, you know, I show you guys step by step what you should look out for aside from just the community and how much money they've made, but a lot of other big indicators to avoid, you know, bad NFTs investments. And that is just one, right? Looking at, you know, is it a healthy project? Is the community making as much as the collective, right? Now, obviously it won't always match up, but you want it to be at least equal, or not equal, but relatively close, right? And $24,000 is nowhere near $15. Like, that's a big difference, right? So you can see here who made all the money, the owner, right? But not only that, right? You could go to activity, right? If you click on old time, these guys haven't moved at all. These first were released in September, the beginning of September. We're now, at the time of this recording, we are now in November, about to head into December, right? So in that gap of time, these guys have lost money. The owners of these guys have lost money, or they haven't made any money at all, right? And sure, you know, good projects take time, right? Which is true, right? But there's nothing you can read or look up about this project. There's literally no information whatsoever about these guys. So, guys, you want to definitely look out for that. When investing in NFTs, don't just jump on a project just because someone else said so, right? Not even me. If you see me promoting a project, don't even invest in it just because I said it's a good investment. Do your own research. Really dive deep, you know, read what you're investing in, because before investing in something, you want to be 100% confident that you like the project, you believe in the project, and you're confident about your decision. Okay, that way you can avoid investing in bad projects like these. Now, you know, I might be wrong. Maybe in the future, you know, new people might come into this space and might buy these guys just because they look cool, which is possible. But they haven't done anything in 3 months. They are, you know, worth $15. The highest last sale, let me see, highest last sale was 0.04 ETH. That's still maybe, I think, like 20-30 bucks, depending on the time of that they bought it. You know, it might be more than that, but again, that's nowhere near $24,000. Right? So guys, do your research, right? Avoid fake NFTs, avoid bad NFTs investments. And I hope this helped, guys. If it did, let me know. Leave a comment below. You can also reach out to me on Instagram at rich.ness. And I will also be listing my course below, guys, if you want to learn more about NFTs. And really get a better understanding of how this is, especially if you're brand new and you still don't know what you're doing. That course, guys, it will help you really understand, you know, a good majority of what this is and how it works. Okay, so guys, I hope this helped. Stop buying bad NFTs just because someone else told you. What you're really doing is you're just losing your money because someone else told you to. So guys, appreciate you for coming back to my channel, and be on the lookout for the next video. I'm planning on dropping more content for you guys to hopefully help you guys out in your NFT journey. All right, with that being said, have a good one. Be safe.